In this week's update, we want to talk a little bit about our harvest, some of the projects we have built in the past and how they currently influence our daily life. This is our third harvest this year, and we are pretty pleased with the variety that we already can offer to our clients. And there is still plenty left for us. Although it is a little bit unfair to compare this year to last year, as we have doubled in the amount of beds that we're currently having, and the weather conditions were worse last year than this year, still it's a nice thing to do. Last year around this time we were able to harvest around 38 kilograms. Now we are close to 400 kilos, which means we have more than 10 times increased the harvest. Of course, the harvest heavy month, July and April, are still to come. Here you can see some of the variety in the vegetable boxes that we are already able to deliver. One of the smaller projects which has quite an impact is our water tower at the market garden. We take water from here whenever we use our watering cans, so we don't have to use our pump to give us some fresh water. Another infrastructural project that we have started this year is our young plants breeding station at the market gardening. Fortunately, the snails were quite a big fan of that as well, so we had to save our young plants and put them up to our house again. Although for the time being abandoned, this will find some good use in the future. Another project that we have abandoned, and no, nobody's talking about our vegetable cleaning station, is the little greenhouse that we have put onto the market garden. Unfortunately, it gets way too hot as it's too narrow to the ground, and we will have to find another use for it in the coming months. Another project which had a quite big impact on our life is our greenhouse next to our farmhouse and the water tanks that we have up there. These are hooked up to each other and powered by gravity, water all the plants inside the greenhouse. The greenhouse was one of the first projects that we did on our ground, as we knew this would have quite an impact on our growing season and our young plants. We're pretty pleased with the setup around our greenhouse, although the roof that covers our containers may need some maintenance in the future. One of the jobs we hardly show enough is the endless work of Nini planting new seeds into the ground. It must have been hundreds, if not thousands of have been brought up. Unfortunately, not all of them make it into the ground, and even less of them survive the harsh conditions, may it be the snails or the bright sun. Nevertheless, we never run out of them. In the last couple of weeks we built poles for our tomatoes and ladders for our cucumbers out of wood. Last year we used steel rods for our tomatoes, which turned out to be way too short. This year we used a variety of 2.5, 3 and even 4.5 meter long poles to see which of those suit our tomatoes the best. Although it may be hard to see, but some of those 2.5 meter long poles have been already outgrown by our tomatoes. And it's just the start of July. Our cucumbers have appreciated the extra space to grow on. Unfortunately, they got the illness, which left us no other choice than starting to remove some of the leaves. Therefore, on the second part of this video, you'll see that they look a little bit naked. Nevertheless, we have great success with the cucumbers this year and hope that they will continue for a couple of weeks. Another problem that we faced on our sugar lemons were aphids. Therefore, we got some ladybugs to get rid of them. We have released 75 ladybugs in our market gardening, and just a couple of days later, wherever we had some of the infestation, you could see them doing the work for us. One of the projects we have been optimizing since last year is our irrigation system. As we're currently facing the problem of clogged nozzles, we're trying out a new method. We'll keep you posted which of those suits us best. That's it for this update video, and I hope you liked it to get a short overview where the projects of the past are currently used.
Ein Wort zur Lage der Nation. Ein Wort zur Lage der Nation.